Victor von Doom. Just from the name, you can tell he was either going to be a world-class villain or a TED Talk speaker. And obviously, Marvel's most dangerous genius chose the former. Doom's story begins in a small fictional nation called Latveria, where there was no justice, no hope. His mother was a sorceress who made a deal with Mephisto and lost her life. His father, a healer, defied the system and became a martyr. Victor, future Dr. Doom, was left an orphan, but instead of crying in a Marvel orphanage, he decided the world must be controlled. Thus began Doom's overachiever journey. He learned both magic and science. Basically, he mastered the syllabus of both Tony Stark and Doc Strange. He was so brilliant that Empire State University gave him a scholarship. There, he met Mr. Fantastic, Reed Richards. Reed and Marvel made the answer to everything, except his marriage problems. Doom built a machine to retrieve his mother's soul from Mephisto's hell. Reed warned him, "Your math's a little off, bro." Doom replied, "I am Doom. Mistakes don't suit me." Result? The machine exploded, his face was scarred, and his ego was permanently damaged. That was the moment Victor Von Doom died, and Dr. Doom was born. Doom then climbed the Himalayas, not for peace, but to forge deadly armor. Alongside monks, he crafted a suit from molten metal and wore it while it was still red hot. Because Doom waits for no one, he returned to Latveria, overthrew the government, and declared himself king. People might think that makes him a dictator, but in Latveria, there was no crime, no poverty. Doom turned it into his own personal Switzerland, just more metallic. But Doom's vision was never limited to Latveria. He thought, "I want the whole world," because in his view, superheroes were failures. The Avengers just fought. Reed Richards just overthought. So Doom decided he alone would be the world solution, and anyone who stood in the way, eliminated. During this time, Doom operated on a cosmic level. He time traveled, fought Galactus, stole power from the Beyonders, and during Secret Wars, he became God Emperor Doom. He literally rebuilt the multiverse into a world called Battle World and crowned himself its ruler. Everything seemed perfect, but inside, Doom was insecure because Reed Richards still existed. And Doom knew maybe Reed was actually more worthy. Doom stitched together every fragment of broken realities into Battle. He locked zombies in one zone, made Thor's the police, and turned his ex-girlfriend Sue Storm and her kids into his pretend family. Total God-complex mode. But alongside the power, a deep guilt lingered. During a final confrontation with Reed Richards, when Molecule Man revealed the whole truth, Doom finally broke. He admitted, "I'm not the best," and that was his defeat. But that's also where his redemption began. His face healed, symbolizing that he had set aside some of his ego. Then came the most shocking storyline. Infamous Iron Man Tony Stark fell into a coma, and Doom decided, "I will carry on his legacy. Not as a god, not as a tyrant, but as a hero." Doom donned the Iron Man suit. The public was confused. The Avengers were suspicious. Reed Richards probably sipped tea and muttered, "Told you so." But Doom genuinely wanted to be Earth protector. The problem? No one trusted him. And why would they? Changing your image isn't so easy when your past is a horror story. And now, the biggest reveal. Dr. Doom is officially coming to the MCU in Avengers, Doomsday. And guess who's playing him? Robert Downey Jr., but this time, not as Tony Stark. As a Doom variant who survived after the collapse of the multiverse. So while fans shout, Iron Man is back, the truth is, the face is Tony's, but the soul is Dr. Doom, Marvel's most dangerous, most brilliant villain. And this Doom isn't here for a small cameo. He's being set up for Secret Wars. Villains like Kong play with time. Doom rewrites reality. In Marvel Comics, no matter how hard Kong tries, once Doom enters, the multiverse literally bends to him. Creator of Battle World, Slayer of Beyonders, God Emperor, that's his legacy. So if RDJ's Doom variant is entering the MCU, imagine the implications. Will he be the savior of a broken world? Or a god-level dictator? Will we see his clash with Reed Richards? Will he rebuild the multiverse? Most important, if this Doom wears Tony Stark's face, will the MCU's emotional closure come through Doom's redemption arc? Fans miss Iron Man, but maybe they'll get a darker, more dangerous version, one the world may worship or fear. This was the complete journey of Doom, from comics to MCU. A man who went from orphan to god to a hero trying to change. Doom's journey is emotional, terrifying, and maybe the future of the MCU itself. Just remember, when Doom says, "I am the world," that's not a quote, it's a warning.